my channel, I thought I would jump on here quickly and do a short little video about how we're earning money now that we are debt free and how we are reacting to having more money in general. So to start off with, we are almost 100% debt free. We pay my mum a little bit of rent every month, and we also have to pay for the car, which is just over £300 a month, I believe. And we also have our separate phone bills on top of that. Other than that, and food, that is our monthly outgoings, and that is all we have to pay. And it averages out to around £700 that we need to earn each month in order to stay afloat and also be able to pay for a few extra bits and pieces that we need. Me and Kev definitely come from a working background. We have always worked 90% of our lives, obviously other than having babies. I've always worked in between. We actually came from a catering background. For 10 years I worked as a waitress in various different pubs and restaurants and bits and pieces, and for around 15 years Kev's been a chef. He's actually currently working as a chef at the moment, and he is the one that is bringing in the income for our family in order for us to be at home and for me to also homeschool our children. He actually works 5 to 6 days a week and travels back down to Essex every week, so we don't see him very often, and that is why he is not on our videos very often at the moment. Hopefully that's all going to change though, which I will speak about in a little bit. But this is our current money state. So he works, he brings in the money, and he earns well over £700 so that we can actually even save and put some away as well. We do enjoy ourselves. We have started doing that at the same time. I think coming from a long period of poverty, we have experienced many different feelings and stresses and worries, and coming out of it, I feel like you go one of two ways. You either go a little bit spendy and start spending a bit of money and enjoying yourself, or you kind of suffer from a bit like PTSD, and it's a little bit stressful and there's a lot of anxiety around money and spending money. Now me and Kev fall into both of these categories. He is the spender, I am the saver, and I am the one that gets very, very nervous and anxious about spending money. But we have started to enjoy ourselves a little bit more, especially now things have opened up. We do go out for dinner, we do a few things, we go out, a lot of things that we do with the kids, mainly like going out to parks and stuff, doesn't actually cost us anything. It's more so we've actually treated ourselves to a few bits that we need for our wardrobes that we have been holding on for years. We've also done a few bits of furniture up, which didn't cost an awful lot. We're not spending frivolously, we're not really going for it, but we are getting our lives back to a more comfortable position where we're not struggling to kind of catch up with all the things we really need to get constantly. So that's how the effects of poverty have really changed our viewpoints on money. We are still very, very careful, and we aim to save as much as we can from now till the time Kev stops working. Obviously him travelling down to Essex and working 17 hours a day is really not sustainable. So we eventually are hoping he will come out of that by mid-year this year, like August, July maybe. And after that he has a business that he really, really wants to get into and run. We have run a couple of businesses in the past, one gigantic failure, which was because of complete naivety, and the second one we did actually make some really good money with it, but we didn't take it in the right direction, and I think Kev kind of lost his passion for it as well. In terms of my career, I have been a waitress for around 10 years, I think, like I said, and towards the end of my working career, because at the moment I currently do not work, I worked at the cooperative for around 4 years, and I made some really, really great friends there, and I really loved that job. I really did. I think that was my favourite job because waitressing sucks. If any of you have ever waitressed, you know that there's angry chefs, angry customers, long nights, split shifts, polishing cutlery, polishing glasses. It's just something I never want to have to get back to again. It was, yeah. It really woke me up to working, but I much preferred my last job. It was a lovely, easy job, and it was great. I actually got up to being a team manager, and I loved it. It was brilliant. So I currently do not work, and Kev is the main breadwinner at this current moment. In terms of what we want to do for the future, as I said, Kev has a business that is well in the way of coming to completion. It's going through its last few trials. He's got some really great guys behind him, and they're all working super hard in order to be able to launch it this year. For myself, I'm trying to set up a couple of avenues for passive income, including this channel here. I also have a Medium account, which I talked about last video, and I do some writing on there. I do not earn nearly as much as a lot of people on there do, but it's one of those things that, again, like YouTube, very slow, very steady, and the more consistent and passionate you are about what you do, obviously the rewards come later on down the line. So I am setting these things up just so that I have something. I'm aiming not to go into traditional work. I'm aiming to actually work for myself instead. I also do painting. I want to make that my main career option. I want to be able to sell paintings and do a lot around that. I'm contemplating making a second YouTube channel, but at the moment the one is enough. So they're all the things that I really want to do and make money out of as well in the future. So we will both technically be self-employed, hopefully by the end of all of this, and that is how we will be eventually making our money. But for now, he's working full-time at the moment. I am at home and I homeschool the kids, and I also am able to really look at what I want to do and build upon that as well, because during the pandemic, Kev actually was not working, obviously due to COVID and not being able to be in the kitchen. So being in the co-op, I was a key worker and I worked mainly every day, all day. So it definitely has given me a nice break and a good few weeks to really think hard about what I actually want. We are still working on our plans for the future. They are changing nearly every day now. I have stopped looking for land because it's just too stressful, and we are thinking a little bit differently as to what we will actually do. I don't want to tell you guys just yet because I don't want to keep changing my mind and leading you guys on, and then obviously it changes again. But at the moment it's pretty settled that that's the option we're going to go for. But I will obviously tell you more when I know a little bit more about when and how, because obviously this world is ever changing with what's going on, and we are definitely going to sit tight for the rest of this year and see how it goes towards the start of next year. But we're hoping next year is going to be when we really do break out and go and do our own thing. So that is the current status of how we are earning money now we are debt free, and also what we would love to do in the future, and hopefully the not too distant future. We are definitely putting some money away and saving it, adding to our pot of equity that we got from the house, and we've also been enjoying it at the same time. If you want me to make a video about how poverty affected our lives and how we have tried to push through it, I can. I've kind of summarised a lot of it up already. I definitely suffer with anxiety and issues around money at the moment, and I think Kev's nowhere near as bothered or worried about it, which is great because we kind of balance each other out. I stop him spending and he stops me being too rigid as well. So I know today was a very, very quick video. It has been a very weird week. Kev had his COVID injection and actually smashed his head on the floor because he fainted. And it has been a dire 20 odd degrees. It has been so humid and so hot. I've not actually wanted to do anything, let alone film in a hot room, because I can't open the windows because people are driving like crazy people down this road. But I really wanted to get a video out for you this week. I wanted to summarise up what we're doing now and how we're coping with money, because it's been around 6 months now since we moved house. And I also think it's important for you guys so that we can stay honest and keep you guys up to date with what's going on. These videos were always going to be the very basis of our eventual story. They are the core things that make us who we are, and they are the things that I really wanted to put into my videos, because I feel like I've said many times before, these people that go on to do amazing things and very alternative lifestyles, and they travel the world, but you never ever know what happened before that. And I really wanted to put all the work and effort into the before as well as the after part, because the whole thing is a really long, amazing journey, and we are riding it hard. So I will see you again next week, guys. Please like and subscribe if you love this video. I am really, really warm in this room. So if you could give me a thumbs up just for being here today, then that would be amazing. As always, guys, I will see you next Saturday. Have a brilliant weekend. We love you lots. And I'll see you later. Bye. My mum's payment, and also we also obviously pay our phones as well, and someone's backing up. Now me and Sorry.